Well, I think that, Alhamdulillah, I think MADsemble is going great. I think the collective of speakers that we've had thus far, it's only been, barely one day. We have tomorrow as well, and I think it's shaping up to be what it's supposed to be, which is all the things that I just mentioned in the prior question, which is a conference to network, a conference for creatives to network, as we're a large population in Pakistan, over 230 million people, and the world would be surprised as to the creative ability that we have here in Pakistan and the creative minds that we have here in Pakistan. This is that platform that we can showcase the creative minds that we have here. So, I mean, again, shout out to Pass and the way they've been able to get MADsemble together for the second year in a row. It's not an easy feat or it's not an easy task, but it was something that was much needed for the industry to have a conference and to have a platform in which young marketeers of today and marketeers of yesterday, and advertisers, they go hand in hand, have a platform to share their experiences, learnings, and also the futuristic thinking as to how we should be shaping our brands for the future with tools such as AI, various media platforms and streams such as the TikToks and the Instagram scrolls, reels, etc. of the world. So this is that platform and that conference, MADsemble, where this all comes together. And all creatives, doesn't matter if you are a creative of yesteryear, today, or tomorrow, can be in one room, interact with one another, network with one another, learn from one another, and you'd be surprised sometimes co-create with one another. So, three things. First, number one being our brands and constant and continual and sustained investment in our brands. Alhamdulillah, we are very proud for brands. The top 5 highest selling biscuit brands are all Peak Friends brands, and numbers and penetration are there, but continuing to invest in those brands is one of the key drivers. The second key drivers of success for our group, alhamdulillah, has been our infrastructure and distribution network. We have over 550 distributors nationwide, from the China border all the way to Balochistan and all the way up north to the mountains. And third being our people. Our people are truly special. And when I say our people, that's anybody from the production floor to order bookers that are selling product, irrespective if it's 45 degrees or COVID, to our C-suite, which is our top management and our management committee and everybody in the middle. So top down, it's our people. So these are three things that have truly, I believe, alhamdulillah, defined and paved way for success for us over the past 55 years actually. So, great question. So, I manage and lead the new product development function at EBM, and I have since 2016. Prior to 2016, we didn't have a dedicated new product development function. It's something that I started at the company, and for the reason that I believe that at that time we weren't innovating at the pace that our competition was, and also having a young population, like I mentioned earlier in my keynote, that half the population below the age of 30, they are consumers that constantly want change, but they also want qualitative change. Now, the question that you ask is that you have a portfolio of classic products, and then you have a rollout of products that the market's never seen before. Having the balance of the two is key. But it all starts and ends with identifying what the need state is, who the consumer is, and what the consumer wants at what price point, and that's how you basically curate and craft what the brief is going to be for any new product or an existing product that in which you could make variants for. So that's the short answer, if you will. All right, so again, good question. So there are brands that we have. For example, I'll give you an idea. So Super is a brand that is sold nationwide, and the numbers are in front of you. We spoke about earlier. A brand like Gluco, you'd be surprised. Like a brand like Gluco, the preference is highly skewed towards Sindh. 90% of Gluco's sales come from Sindh. In some towns, in some regions, in areas in Sindh, Gluco actually sells more than Super does. So again, there are brands across the portfolio that we have that are skewed towards some regions and some that are nationwide. You had another aspect to that question. Oh, with age groups and demographics. So, for instance, if it depends on the pricing. So, suppose if you have made your product available in 50 rupees or less, then you know that the chances of that product being a highly or widely penetrated brand for the masses is that's how you've kind of suited yourself up to be. 50 rupees and above is where you look at, okay, where are the exact cities, towns, and usually they're metropolitan towns. But now, Faisalabad, Multan, Gujranwala, these are all considered highly metropolitan towns. So that is, that's where the skew goes into. So some of the higher price point products are skewed towards the higher urban metro towns. So the way I see EBM evolving and kind of what our plan is for the next 4 to 5 years is seeing that there are opportunities there for us to take, or opportunities there for the taking is a better way to say it. What I spoke on earlier is that we have to leverage our brands and the strength of our brands and the pull that our brands generate. We have to leverage our distribution and infrastructure and utilize our people effectively and efficiently to think of it as that there are adjacent segments to biscuits as well as segments beyond that in which we can leverage our brands, our distribution, and our people. That's where I see EBM, and that's where we can get the most draws.